I thought it was all cops are bad.
Yeah, but
maybe it is bad.
But if you're a real badass, you say all cops are bastards.
Bastards.
I guess it could be bad.
You killed George Floyd, you bastard.
Yeah, I don't know who decides on all those like little slogans. Like ACAB kind of works. You know, I like the acronym, but I thought it could be like all cops are bitches. You know, but that wouldn't really fly.
Which is like, I don't know. That's closer to the truth.
All cops are boys.
That could be true.
Cops are the boys.
All cops are bastards. Oh, that's us.
All cops are booty.
When do you think there's gonna be like a beauty appreciation like thing for the police, where they're like, we're all people too. All cops are beautiful.
Yeah,
Brought to you
like
by Dove. They're all like bathing naked in fucking showers.
It's just all like the fat black cops that do traffic.
Welcome to Live from the City. We got Turd Ferguson on the cast here.
Yeah,
This
Turd
man-
Ferguson. Funny name. It's a funny name.
Ooh, I like that new little license plate. Did you guys bring that back from
dead.
Sig got it. Still have yet to hang up the Alabama, my dead grandma's license
Dude,
plate.
it took me years to put up the first one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my god, dude! Have you guys ever? I know you've probably had this experience.
Sure have, partner.
I know you have, Burt Reynolds.
Please, Turd.
Just
My father's Burt.
Because you drink a lot of energy drinks.
Yes, I
but
do.
I think I legitimately still am overdosing on caffeine. I've never had this experience in my life before. Like legitimately, like tweaking.
Like right now?
Tweaking right now.
Interesting.
Very strange. I woke up on the weird, not even the wrong side of the bed, just the weird side of the bed. Like I woke up. You ever have like a dream of
Where
like
all the Halloween decorations are?
pretty much, dude, just the strange side of the bed.
Rolled over on a skeleton.
Like
Oh, my hat.
I woke up
Bunch of
and
fake
I
spider
had
webs.
I had this dream that I was like still working at a Cheesecake Factory, which I have from time to time. But like I woke up with this like immense feeling of like nostalgia, and it was just like inescapable. Like I was just like I literally like went for a walk just to like clear my mind and like walk by Cheesecake Factory. Like I don't know what it was, you know?
Yeah.
Probably because I was all wired last night. Like I played the horse and stuff, and like, you know, whenever I drink, I have like the most stressful, weirdest dreams. I don't feel like I actually like recuperate ever because I'm just in a constant stress mode the entire time I'm asleep. Like I'm working a shift at Cheesecake Factory instead of sleeping.
Your body's fighting off the poison you ingested all night long.
It is. And I woke up and I was like, well, let me go take a walk. So I got one coffee, and then I was like,
I feel like a rock star.
well, the feeling kind
get
of
a rock
because
star.
the feeling I had was I was like, well, I've been kind of working on this song recently, and like it kind of fit the vibes of like the way I felt fit the vibe of this like melody I had. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go to the studio and see if I can like work on this. So then I got like 2 of those fucking like cold brew things from 7-Eleven because it was 2 for $5, and I was like, oh, what a deal. So I had my Vietnamese coffee, which I'm assuming is super strong, and then I got 2 more cans of iced coffee and went to the studio, and like I literally had to do like breathing exercises today in my apartment. It was the weirdest thing. I'm still feeling it. Like I'm super dehydrated. I never had this experience
You got like
before.
anxiety and shit.
Immensely.
Yeah, he's got the jitters.
I have the jitters.
Maybe they spiked your coffee.
It could have been, dude. I had it with condensed milk.
Did you eat anything today?
I had, when I got my breakfast at the Vietnamese place, Ben Da, or Den Da, or wherever the hell it is. It's right next to our CVP. I had some like spicy noodles. But like, I think it's because I mix it up so much, dude. You know, like I did everything the complete opposite of my normal daily routine. Took a shit first thing I woke up. I never take a shit when I wake up. It's not a thing I do usually. So then I went to like this place I never go to. And then I came here and I was like working on stuff. And I think just like the whole like lack of routine. And I don't know what it is, dude. But I just had to air that out to you guys. I'm freaking out.
Just so you guys don't think I'm weird or anything.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to think I'm weird, but I'm freaking out because I had too much coffee.
I've been having weird dreams too. I used to have these dreams when I was a kid where I fall off a jungle gym and go into a coma. And then I'm like awake in the coma and can hear, and it's just people from my life coming in, and some people say good things and some people say bad things. And I've been having that dream again, but instead of a jungle gym, it's a car accident.
Oh God.
And I'm like, yeah. And I talked to my therapist about it, and all she said was like, that's weird.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you pay her so much. How are you?
Damn, I never heard some shit like that before.
Damn.
No, that's
okay,
not-
you should see somebody.
She's like, I'm not a dream analyst. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm just telling you.
What
it's
kind
weird.
of fuck? Okay, I'm
No,
glad.
she didn't really say that.
Okay, I'm glad because this is something I'm actually curious about.
Mm-hmm.
How is therapy going, dude?
It's cool. I mean, it's good. Like, it's sometimes I have to like tell her like, hey, don't like stop being on my side. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like tell me what really needs to happen, because sometimes therapists will just like try to console you and be like, no, it's everybody else, it's not you, and like shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, I know I have problems, so like when I'm saying something,
Yeah, I'm literally here.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I might go to jail next week, so fucking tell me what's up so I know how to act in court or whatever.
Oh my,
Like-
yeah. Is your trial next week?
Yeah, Monday.
Sheesh.
Are you guys gonna come watch?
I'm
I
surprised.
should have promoted it.
I'm
on the
surprised I
track.
don't get to be a witness or something. Can I be a character witness?
Yeah, but that wouldn't be good,
Why?
because then you'd incriminate yourself too.
For what? I didn't do anything.
You blacked out too, and you drove home.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
What are they gonna arrest me for being blacked out 4 months ago?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's fucking Minority Report. No,
Holy fuck, dude! It was like 4 months.
it was a
ago.
long time ago.
Oh my god! Can't believe I got a DUI 4 months ago.
Yeah, dude. The therapy. I'm actually curious about the therapy thing because I feel like that's like
Sounds like you should go.
I don't know what it is, dude. Like it's like I was thinking about it last week when we had our little extravaganza when Sig no call no showed Sigless on Seminary,
Sigless on seminary.
and I
That's
remember
a
at the end of
trap.
the podcast I was like thinking to myself. I almost said it out loud, but I didn't. I was thinking to myself when we were like done. I was like, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have like this type of situation to just like vent shit constantly.
Yeah.
It's a very lucky scenario, you know? So maybe that's kind of how I've always looked at it.
It's not enough for me sometimes. Just being able to do the podcast and air grievances there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I need because it's like I don't want to be gay.
Yeah.
On here,
Yeah.
and in therapy I get to be gay.
There's nothing wrong with being gay, dude, on like, dude, come on.
But it goes against my brand, dude.
Mm.
My brand is like I'm tough. I'll fuck people up. I'm ACAB, dude.
Yeah, that's true. You are ACAB.
Uh-huh.
A cool ass boy.
Yeah, I'm AMAB. All mats are ballers.
I think sometimes you gotta show little chinks in the armor. Sometimes it makes you.
Can't say that anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hashtag
Sorry.
canceled.
Sorry. I think sometimes it almost makes you more. You know what's really cool? Being kind of a pussy sometimes.
Hmm?
Because
That's just being real.
that's just being real. Nothing is more brave than being real, Matt.
True.
You
I'm
know?
real as fuck.
You know? Like people, they always say that's the difference between bravery and fearlessness. Like anybody, if you don't have fear, then it's not really a virtue to go and do something that's like scary, because what's truly brave is to be scared and still do it, you know? So like me coming to you guys and saying, guys, my life is on a downward spiral because I drank
Had three
too many ice.
coffees
I had
today.
3 coffees today, and you know, my brand being so badass, and like who knew that my fucking my Achilles heel is 7-Eleven cold brew.
You might just need another Miller Lite.
I think I do. And
You're like I haven't drank. I got drunk as shit last night and had weird dreams. Woke up, drank a bunch of coffee, and I came here. I had spicy noodles and Vietnamese food, and I drank a beer. It's like
I've had only Vietnamese food today. That could be another thing. I'm not
Yeah,
used
you
to
might need more food in you.
ingesting that much Vietnamese in one day.
dude. Agent Yellow or Orange.
Well, look, the problem with alcohol is, as we discussed, it really works. I mean, after this Miller Lite, I'll probably feel way better, you know. But it's like, I think maybe it could, like, I'm wondering, like, I'm trying to figure out like what it is, you know, in the background that's like, you know how like you have like your computer tabs running, you're like, what the fuck is running in the background that's making it? I was like, is it that I just turned 30? Is there like some low key weird thing like in the back of my mind that's like, you know?
Could be that. Are you 30 yet, Eric?
I got like
working
a
on it.
week or two left in me.
Oh, for real?
Eric's gonna be sitting here on
Your
3
29
coffees
still,
in 2
baby.
weeks.
Your birthday is 9/11?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Never forget.
Where were you in the
September
towers?
20th.
Oh, okay.
I was in my
Wait, really? September 20th?
yeah.
Whoa.
That's my birthday.
That's the day my mom died.
Damn.
Are you my mom, bro?
Reincarnated.
Did my mom come inside you? Or
I love you, son. Wait, what? What just happened? I don't remember. We started the podcast already?
Oh my gosh, dude.
No, yeah. I was on 9/11. Let's do a little thought exercise. Where's everybody on 9/11? I was in elementary school. I think it was 3rd grade. Was it 3rd grade, Jimmy?
4th.
what year did you guys graduate?
2010.
Yeah, you were in 4th grade.
Okay, so 4th grade. I remember.
So that was 2012. I was in 2nd grade.
I remember hearing about it in homeroom. One of the other kids was like, "Did you guys see what happened?" Da, da, da. And we're like, "I don't fucking know." And then in like art period, I got called to the principal's office because my dad was there to pick us up.
That's badass.
So picked me up, and then we went over to Dumbarton and picked up my brother from there, and then went home.
That means your dad's a real one because my dad did the same thing. He came to school right after it happened to pick me up before they canceled school. And when he went to the principal's office, he was like, I'm taking Jimmy and Dominic out of school. And the teachers were like, oh, well, we haven't called off school yet. We haven't been notified. I was like, I don't care. I'm getting them and they're coming home with me. And I was like, let's fucking go. So I'm already on my way out when everybody else is like just getting the news. And I remember like standing in the lobby and nobody knew who it was or what was going on. And I was like, Dad, I think it was the Russians. Remember, I really thought it was the Russians.
Like so adamant.
And I was ahead of my time because now that's who we would probably blame for something like that. You know?
Yeah. I on 9/11, I was in the basement of the Twin Towers working on my fucking roundhouse kicks. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, but these fucking hands can, dude. I was just punching away. No, I was in 2nd grade. Everybody had to get in the gymnasium as soon as it started happening.
Yeah, everyone getting one solid, easy target area.
Everybody got in the gym, and then they organized the buses and stuff to come back, and then like everybody's parents came, and then I remember going home and like watching like the 2nd tower fall.
Holy shit!
And
you watched that live?
Yeah, and I was like, "Yo, this is cool as shit," because I didn't know. Nobody told me what was going on.
Man,
I
I'm
thought
trying to see this new movie.
Yeah,
That's coming
exactly.
out.
I'm like, "Yo, this is the special effects. This is fucking crazy." And like my mom and my brother were like crying and like,
Really?
yeah. And I'm like, why, dude? This is awesome. Me and Hassan Piker think 9/11 was earned. America deserved it.
Is that Hassan Piker's stance on the whole situation?
I don't know. I just keep seeing Sam Hyde saying that on the internet, and he's gonna come to his house and murder him and all that.
I love that Brandon, not to get too far off track, but I love that Brandon Buckingham is in with that kind of crew and that they hate
so sick.
Hassan Piker because I've always disliked Hassan Piker. I always thought he was the biggest fucking just douche.
I didn't even know who he was until that one day when we were looking him up. Was it on here?
Maybe.
Well, I think it might have been a crosscast. We were like looking up. He had like shirts and stuff. Like he was like a fashion.
Yeah.
He was like a frat bro kind of guy.
They call him like woke bay, whatever.
Yeah.
Just
that.
whatever. But yeah, I remember in terms of 9/11, like I remember coming back the next day because as a kid, you're just thinking like maybe we'll just stay off of school.
Forever,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like maybe won't have to go back to school, and then we come back in and. In library, because that used to be a class, library.
Yeah.
Like
I forgot about that in
that still
elementary
a
school. It
class?
was like you go to the library for like a period.
Yeah. What a class. They teach you like the most useless skill imaginable, which is know how to find a book in a library. It's like, okay. Thank you.
Why did we have to learn the Dewey Decimal System?
God. And the librarian was like, well, you have to be positive about these things. You have to just take away what's positive about everything. And I remember I was like, well, yeah, but doesn't that seem like kind of weird? Because like Like if we just look at it, it's like, oh well, hey, that was bad, but at least we got a day off of school.
Yeah.
And but I remember thinking, like, I was like, how do you, like, at a certain point you just kind of be like, well, that sucks. And even like as a kid, it's like I didn't really understand the magnet. I didn't cry or anything like that. Like I didn't really ever. I felt bad that I didn't because I kept on hearing that was something you're supposed to do. But it's like I was 9.
Yeah.
You don't understand like the magnitude of it.
Didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like New York City. I've heard of it.
And then the next year we got the DC sniper.
Now that one I was more scared of.
Yeah.
Because that was like here.
Yeah. I was kind of pissed off about that though, because they like canceled recess for a while.
Yeah, you had to go to the gym and do the rolly thing that you sit on. You remember those things where you always fucking run over your hands and shit. I hated those. I was an outdoor recess guy.
Outdoor recess for sure. I was did you guys ever do like the stupid ass like jobs in elementary school, like before and after school?
Yes.
Like crossing guard, or I was like a gym helper.
I was flag guy. I was the flag guy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I was talking about that and you made fun of me.
Do you do anything, Jimmy?
I think one quarter I was like the bus.
I was like the gym teacher's model.
I think I was like because we had, I went to a school where we had school buses.
Yeah.
And
I think all of us did.
Yeah. And
a lot of schools have
I think I was
buses.
in charge of like my bus and had to make sure like everybody was in line before we took off in elementary school for like one quarter. And I may have mentioned this on the podcast before, but I rode the brown bus, which also was the bus that went to the black neighborhood because I lived like right outside of it. And I remember in middle school, I like asked the principal, I was like,
Hold on. You just called it the brown bus because black kids got on it?
No. All the buses were like color coded.
Oh.
But also that's kind of weird.
Wait, was the bus itself brown or was it a yellow bus?
It was a yellow
called
school
the brown
bus.
bus.
It was a yellow bus, but like they're not going to be like in elementary school like your bus 2106.
Yeah,
it was
I
just
got
like
you.
no, you're the brown bus, you're the purple bus, you're the yellow bus.
Okay.
All through elementary school, ours was the brown bus, and then I think even in middle school, totally different school, totally different because like most kids that went to my school, Hampton Elementary, went to Ridgely. So like I was only one of like 6 or 7 kids that went to Dumbarton from my elementary school. So there was no like kind of chain of progression that it would have made sense for both schools to happen to have the same bus that went to the same neighborhood be called the brown bus, but it was. Ours was the brown bus. In the middle
It's
end.
a little screwy about that.
Yeah, how does this connect to 9/11?
It's an excellent question. I'm glad you asked.
Brown people did 9/11.
Well, you can't deny that. That's just undebatable. As much as I'm sure many people would love to debate it.
Planes are basically a bus in the sky.
Sky bus, yeah. They literally call them air buses.
Two different schools, twin towers. Black
Hassan
people.
Piker says.
Wow.
Oh, you were going different.
Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know.
What was the what flag duty did you do?
I had to get
Like
there.
crossing guard or like
No. Like the actual flag on the flagpole. I had to get there
shit.
early. I had to take the Maryland flag, unfold it, put it up, go back in, get the American flag. Don't let that motherfucker touch the ground.
or you gotta
Do
burn it.
not. Yeah, exactly.
It loses all of its power if it touches the ground.
And then if you let it touch
That's literally
the
what I
ground,
thought as a kid. I was like, there's something powerful about the flag.
There
And
really
if it
is.
touches the ground, it's over.
It is. It's very powerful. And if you if you're a soldier and you die, your soul goes into a flag, and they have to search through all the flags and then find it and use it to give to your loved ones. That's why every loved one gets a flag when their family member dies.
Interesting.
Do they fold the Maryland flag in a triangle too, or is that just a U.S. flag?
Yeah, every flag gets folded in a triangle.
Yeah.
Hold on one second, guys. You guys keep talking. Don't
There's
look
like
at me.
not many ways to roll a flag.
Yeah, it's just the paper football.
It's kind of interesting though, because you'd think that kind of like triangular fold would cause like a crease,
But no,
but it doesn't.
it doesn't, dude.
I don't know why it's superior to just rolling it up like you would roll up like a scroll or something.
Because it
though.
looks less cool. It looks less
It does
cool
look less
ultimately.
cool. Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing right now, Matt?
He's chilling.
Are you on a full-fledged telephone call right now?
Oh, I'm about to do a fantasy football draft too.
Oh my
Oh, hell yeah.
dude.
I mean, well, whenever you need to dip, feel free.
Yeah, dude. Knock yourself out if you got to do a fantasy football draft. Do you, as a flag guy, do you know all the different ways to hang a flag and what they mean? Like, do you know what hanging a flag upside down means?
Yeah, upside down is in distress. Upside down is like help, shit's getting fucking nuts.
Did you know that, Eric?
Were you on
As a
flag
scout?
duty for 9/11?
No,
Did
I
you
was.
have to do like
I was-
half-mast or anything?
You didn't get jobs until 4th grade. So 4th grade, I was flag duty. 5th grade, 5th graders got to work on the elementary school TV show.
Hell yeah.
So I was the anchor man on the elementary school TV show.
Oh, and that's the year that you blurted out in the announcements.
No, that was 7th grade when I was the weatherman. 7th grade, I was the weatherman. And so in middle school, the 7th graders were in charge of doing the morning show on the like the intercom.
Yeah.
And I was the weather guy, so I had to get to school early, go upstairs. They had a Doppler machine and a spreadsheet that you filled out with all the numbers, and you use that to figure out what the weather was going to be like. And then you write your own weather report. Then you go downstairs, meet up, figure out what the announcements are going to be, when you're going to put the news report in. And it was a dude and a girl were the other two, and the girl went out to grab like a copy of something, and the dude was like, "Yo, she jerked me off in the stairwell right before this," and I was like, "Yo, I can't believe it." And then she came back in, and I didn't realize that she had like hit the button to start going, so she started talking, and I was like, "Yo, you jerked off Pace in the stairwell," and it went out over the intercom. And then like the principal came in, and he was like, "You get out." He said to me, he's like, "You get out of here," and then got the other two. So like, there's no announcements that morning.
Oh my god.
And then they got in trouble. I just got yelled at for saying it.
Jeez.
But I was like, "Yeah, that's sick." And he's a Mormon too.
Did people catch it on the
Oh,
announcement?
yeah.
Wow. So
Oh, yeah.
everyone knew.
Everybody knew she was giving hand jobs.
Well, they were going to know regardless. I mean, unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's the name of the game in middle school.
Oh,
Anybody who did anything in middle and high school, we knew.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't do something, somebody said
Yeah,
they
someone
did.
made some shit up.
Yeah, like the girl put a toothbrush in her pussy. You hear that one?
That's classic.
The hot dog. It's always a hot dog, a toothbrush. There's always like the kid that like, you know, like,
Did you guys have a girl who people said got fisted, whatever the fuck that means?
bro.
Like
no.
even at my age currently, I have no idea how that would happen.
Yeah.
Especially not to a 15-year-old. Like, but we ran with it, dude. We ran with it.
Yeah, I still don't know. I don't think I could fist somebody.
I don't think it's humanly possible I don't think that's possible.
Oh, it is. It's possible.
Oh no, I know that it happens, obviously, but like, not to anyone normal. I mean, who in their regular life has done that?
I've seen some whatchamacallits, porn, like amateur porns where girls will get fisted. And it's like, that's just a regular person.
Yeah,
but I'm
that's not
sure
a
they're
porn star.
like
you're
I bet
committed to
they're
the
like
game at that point.
working up to that behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a skill that is developed. Like you have to like go in with like that, like where's the fuck is the butt plug?
Yeah.
You know, and like
Yeah.
work your way up to like certain level. You don't just first encounter at a high school party just get elbow deep. Like no.
Maybe you do though.
So you're saying that the rumors in our high school were true?
Look, how many fingers have you actually tried to put in a girl before? Like, have you ever actually tried it, or do you always stop at 2 like I do? I had a girl one time ask me to put a third finger in, and I was like, no, I won't do that.
I will not.
Because look, 2 fingers, my dick is a little bit more girthy than 2 fingers. 3 fingers is more girthy than my dick.
Yeah, then you're it's like
You're
the
setting yourself for
openers.
failure.
Yeah.
The opener's better than the headliner.
Exactly.
At that point, you
And
know.
it's like, yo, what is this, a comedy show that I'm on? What is
this
this?
any comedy show?
What is this, the Baltimore Comedy Festival?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
He
You're gonna-
played too much.
You're gonna edit that
Play-
out.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
you
we don't
said
edit
it.
this shit. Yeah.
Shit, no stink after fart. That's for sure.
You said it, bro. You said it.
Did you hear that? I farted.
God damn it,
Oh
dude.
no.
They don't stink. If it's loud, it doesn't stink. That's how my farts work. I know my body.
Well, going back to the high school thing, it's. I'm glad that
You went to high school. I went to school high.
Hell yeah.
that's like one of those memes that like there would be like the Tasmanian devil and like Bugs Bunny with like big baggy shorts. That's definitely one of those memes.
I think that was a Wiz Khalifa song. I'm
That
not
that
sure.
is the
I'm not
most
sure.
Wiz Khalifa 2011 rap lyric I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Or just like a boardwalk T-shirt.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
all the above.
Yeah.
But like you couldn't do anything. It's like it's even kind of similar just in Baltimore in general. Like it's hard to kind of do anything without everyone finding out, regardless of what it is, because everybody knows everybody. But in high school, it's insane. It's like guys and girls. It's just like you're messing around in high school. It's you should just not. That's my opinion. Because, the second people find out that you're a girl in high school that's like sexually active, it's brutal. And I don't know if that's still the case now. But like if you like hook up with if you're like a sophomore chick and you hook up with a senior at like a party, you will spend the rest of your high school career with that being the number one fact everybody knows about you.
Yeah.
And like, there was a senior guy who started dating a freshman and he was we called him the freshman slayer. And then we had this other guy in our grade that like we called him a sniper because we always said he would like hook up, he would like start making out with like drunk chicks. Like he would snipe them out. And we just called him the sniper.
Wow.
And like you can't
got
get
a
away
different
with
name these
anything,
Yeah.
So it's like why, that's why I steer clear, dude. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want any rumors
They
about
also
me.
would say sniper, no sniping.
I forgot about that, dude.
That's the name of this one. For sure.
Sniper no sniping is definitely the name of this one, dude.
It's like it wasn't. I mean, I
You're
know
sniping-
sniper
you're a
sounds
sniper,
like a
dude.
good nickname. It wasn't a good nickname.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that like the best possible
Yeah.
nicknames like the Slayer, the Sniper, were
Why-
like the worst
Yeah,
things.
why is he the Slayer? Because he fucks kids. Why is he the sniper? Because he's date raping people. It's like, yo, what?
Meanwhile, we'd give ourselves who we liked nicknames like Troblins and Trapes and shit like
Yeah.
that. He's making the stupidest things. We used to like have like I don't even know what the fuck we used to do.
Hey,
Like,
look, it's Skidmark.
dude, we would like make up like weird mythical creatures. Like a Troblin was a half troll, half goblin, and Trape was troll ape. And we would just like fucking like we would like I don't even know what we was so immature looking back on it. We created this whole little like I don't even know what it was.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, it was to make fun of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like swamp donkeys.
Kind of.
Did you guys have swamp donkeys?
No. What's a swamp
No.
donkey?
Those are like girls that just, like fuck.
Oh, really?
Girls
whore.
that fuck.
Yeah, like whores.
Girls that fuck?
Yeah,
Swamp donkeys.
Like
I feel
a
like
girl,
they
if,
need a cooler nickname.
if a
Yeah,
girl's
they
a
do.
whore, it's like, yo, you fucking with that swamp donkey?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I guess you were in Glen Burnie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No.
No, you're
Swamp
outside
donkeys.
of Annapolis.
Yeah,
then?
swamp donkeys were in Annapolis. Glen Burnie, it was just whatever term black people were using.
Yeah.
It was bitches.
Well, slab was a
Thoughts?
real thing.
Bops.
We called ourselves slabs, but it really meant slut ass bitch.
slabs.
Slabs.
Damn.
That was the name of our crew in high school, the slabs.
Well,
You
that
guys
was
had
just
a crew
because
name?
Mihai called everyone slave.
Yeah, we had this Romanian friend who would be like, "Hey, slab," because he heard all the black guys saying it all the time, and he just thought it was like, "What the fuck?"
He was trying to say slave.
Slab.
Oh,
He was trying to say
slab,
slab.
yeah.
Like, "Hey, slab, what's up?" And we were like, "I guess we're the slabs now because we're losers."
We were my crew. We call ourselves the RDC.
What is
Stood
that?
For Revel Downs crew.
The Revel Downs crew.
Because we lived in Revel Downs. It used
That's
to be
pretty tight.
Used to be a horse track. Every street was named after a horse that won a Triple Crown race. We had a gang sign.
Who you think would have won in a crew war? My high school crew or your high school crew?
My crew for sure.
Really?
For sure. Are we talking like all out street brawl? Or are we talking like have you seen like group MMA where they do like 4-on-4 MMA?
Yeah, but it's like
Jesus.
weight classes.
No, it's just like 4 groups of 4, whatever size you want, and they go in and fight each other.
I'm saying it's like the way I always imagined a crew battle, because we used to, this is another thing we used to spend our time thinking about instead of actually going to parties and meeting people.
Yep.
Was we would imagine
Very similar crews.
The crews that were doing that, we were like, yeah, but if we would beat their ass in a crew fight.
Yeah.
But the way we thought of it was like, or the way I always imagined, at least, I don't know. Everybody had opposing views on it, but I always imagine like whatever role you play in that crew, you'd be that guy versus that guy. Because like every crew has like their different guys.
Right.
You have like, you're kind of like the fringe guy. You have the really quiet one that like, you know, whatever. You have the
funny guy,
the drug guy, the whatever, like the party guy. The like everybody has like those different people in the crew. So it's like, would our like weird, socially awkward, like kid that almost doesn't make sense that he's in our crew beat their weird, socially awkward, like fringe kid that doesn't make sense that he's in the crew?
Yeah.
You know, would our funny?
But is it like a straight up fist fight?
Yeah, I would say so.
Or are you
unless you're
or is
thinking
it
like
Anchorman?
like a decathlon of sorts.
No, I'm thinking like Anchorman, where you all just meet up in an alley and some people have baseball bats, some guy's got a hand grenade. Like,
Well,
Thought of it more of like a activity day type of thing where
yeah,
do you like shuttle put or
the crew Olympics.
yeah,
the
exactly.
crew Olympics.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what I would do.
Yeah, if we did a crew Olympics, my crew would probably fuck your crew up.
really.
Crew, if it's just like a straight up crew fight, it'd be close. I don't know your crew, but my crew, we could throw hands.
Our crew is very top heavy.
Did you guys fight each other? Like, would you guys just like have like fight club? Like, would you just like fight
Yes.
club each other?
There
Yes.
was also a time. What was it like? Turf War Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
Turf War
Where
Tuesday.
There was like there's an issue between our friend group and another group. I think what happened was like, I don't know, a fight happened at a party.
yeah. Mahedi.
But you didn't go to parties, Jimmy.
All right,
My crew never went to one fucking
I
party,
say it to
bro.
make you feel more included in the conversation. Like we were cool, but we were alt cool. Like we weren't like the people you'd think. Like if there was a high school movie, like there are like the definably popular kids, like the classic like archetypal like jocks and popular girls. That wasn't us. That was our rival crew. But the reason they were our rival crew is because we maintained a similar level of social notoriety in terms of like knowing a bunch of people and being friends with a lot of people. Not necessarily being thought of as cool, but we were friends with a lot of people. So we had a similar level of popularity without being quote unquote popular. We were all like, we would have been the crew that was like, you know, in like every high school movie, there's like, it's like the jock and then he's dating like the bitchy cheerleader, like popular girl. But then he winds up falling in love with like this like nerdy chick who's actually secretly hot, but like nobody knew it. And like all of her friends are the ones that are like these other dudes who like aren't necessarily nerds, are just like regular dudes. But like one of them is in love with her, but then she winds up dating the jock. We would have been those guys. We would have been the guys that are friends with the girl who winds up dating the jock.
Oh, so you're like the Bizarro friends.
We're the Bizarro friends.
Okay.
Yeah. We're supporting characters.
Yeah. My crew would be like the Burnouts. That's who we would have been.
Oh, you would have been the Burnouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were all like selling weed and getting high on everything all the time.
Okay.
I mean, half my crew, not even half, like a fifth of my crew is dead from drug overdoses or suicide. And
So we
then-
definitely kick your crew's ass now.
Yeah, we're down a couple guys, and one of us is actually homeless now. Like his parents have restraining orders on him and everything.
God damn.
Damn.
I mean, but like back in the day, dude. I mean, we were fucking rough and rugged, bro. We could hang, we could take a beating.
I bet. I
You
mean,
guys are on all those pills.
yeah, I know. You weren't feeling anything.
It'd be hard to fuck us up, dude. We're on Adderall and Percocet.
Well, we did used to have 2 years in a row, I believe, we had a like a fight club type thing. We had a big ring in the middle of a field on the last day of school. That's pretty cool.
We did that like every week.
Oh.
And then like if people wanted to hang out with us, we would make them fight. Like there was this kid Kenneth who like we don't know what was wrong with him exactly. We always just would say he had a chemical imbalance.
That's
Like he was just like a weirdo,
catch-all,
you
yeah.
know. Like, so if you wanted to hang out with us, you would have to fight Kenneth, and if he won, you wouldn't get to hang. You wouldn't be our
Was
friend.
Kenneth like a baller, or was he
No,
like he like a
Kenneth-
perfectly middle of the road guy that you're like some people can beat him, some people can't?
He was like
he's
6 feet tall, chubby as fuck, like just weird, you know. So it wasn't hard to beat him up. Like he wasn't athletic. Like all you had to do was be quick, and you could fuck him up.
I feel like
trip
he would
him
have
or
been there.
something.
Thomas, remember Thomas Keenan?
Yeah.
Thomas the Tank
Shouts out
Engine,
Thomas
bro?
Keenan, but not me. I never really messed with him.
You
but-
didn't call him the Tank Engine?
No,
No.
we called him Thomas Thomas the Blob. We used to call him the Blob.
I don't remember that.
You ever call him the Blob?
I never
Tommy
called him the
Blobham?
I never called him that. But Michael and Will, look, it was all in good fun. He was one of their closest friends. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was over the place every day. But yeah, he was like definitely that kid in that circle. Even though I was never personally really close with him. But it's funny how everybody kind of has the same exact experience in
Yeah.
high school.
Nothing. It's, there's like 8 archetypes of people. And it's just like, which one are you?
Which makes you wonder, like, do you think that we like forget about our crews feuding? You know, I don't like, especially now hearing that your crew is now on hard times.
Yeah, very hard.
You know, like at this point, I'm not trying to pick on a crew that.
Yeah, we like being the underdog
Yeah,
in a fight.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be bully. If we're punching down, then all of a sudden we're
But
the
if it's
popular
if
kids.
it's like if we're doing like Olympics, we'll throw down now.
Really?
Oh yeah. If you need a drinking challenge, we'll fucking out drink you. You want to do drugs, we'll out drug you. You want to play sports, we're good at that.
I hate that. I think you're right.
You want to do like what else would you do in a crew Olympics?
Actually, you know what?
Like if you want to if you want to have like a get bitches off, you guys would probably win.
No.
No,
You got
I think
Scott.
you
got a fucking model.
We'd both lose.
You got a professional model. You got a
We'd
professional
both
model. You got an
somehow
amateur
end
model.
up in second and third place.
Just
Just a
a-
random
out
guy
of
at the
two.
bar would win.
Yeah. I think it would have to be the parameters have to be set because it can't be the whole crew versus the whole crew. Like every event, you should be able to pick like, let's say each crew has like 8 core members. I think that's fair. 8
Okay.
core.
Yeah.
So you got to pick your 8 core. But in any given event, you pick like 3 people that are best suited for that event.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, then it's a toss up because it's like, yeah, not all of our friends are huge drinkers, but I have a feeling that if I could pick like 2 other, I would definitely be in the drinking thing for sure. If I could pick 2 other people that I think could like rise to the occasion, I'd put them against most other crews' top 3.
Yeah, I mean, my crew would definitely fuck your crew up in drinking. Just
Maybe in fucking
drinking,
Fentanyl
you wanna
overdose.
smoke pot. Yeah, fentanyl overdoses will kick your ass.
I don't think I have a top 3 for that.
Yeah.
We might have to forfeit that event.
Go ahead.
We might have to get a ringer.
We'll reach out to some fucking.
That homeless
We
guy.
definitely
you let
have
live
some
here.
guys.
Remember when you let the homeless guy live here? Or was I? Did I imagine that the homeless guy lived
You
here?
may have imagined that.
I could have swore you,
You
brought.
think
like
I let a homeless guy live
I
here?
thought you brought a homeless guy here and let him live here for a little while, like a week or something. No, am I
No,
wrong?
I think I
about
talked
that.
to you about you maybe living here while you're in between houses. I think you're the homeless
I am
guy.
the homeless. Oh shit, dude! I've been incepted. I am the homeless guy. I'm not homeless no more. I just paid my rent.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
I paid
dude.
my rent. My
First
gas-
month down.
Gas bill still ain't came yet though.
Oh, dude, it's up this month. Gas is up $30 in last month. My energy bill. Unless Dom's fucking lying to me because he's the one who handles it.
You let a rapper handle your bills, bro.
I know, dude. I know.
Should be the other way around. You should be finessing him out all his money.
I'm the most fiduciarily responsible person in that apartment. And the fact that, but also when we got the lease, I was also not allowed to technically be living there because of my criminal past.
What?
You didn't know I was fucking badass? Dude? Remember I told you?
You have a criminal past?
Yeah, dude, I'll fuck you up.
Oh, because you broke a fucking parking garage
Among
thing?
Yeah.
other things, yes.
What else did you do? You got your car towed.
Yeah.
That's not criminal.
Tell that to the state of Maryland.
What is it? What did you do criminally?
Those things.
That prevented you from getting an apartment?
Yeah, because they didn't bother looking. All they saw was you have a criminal record and you were convicted of a misdemeanor crime.
Huh.
Malicious destruction of property.
They threw
Now,
malicious on there?
That is the name of the charge, yes. Malicious destruction of property. Now, you tell me if you're an apartment building and you go, oh, you got a crime? Well, that's not a problem. What was it for? Oh, destroying property?
Maliciously.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't
How long
want
ago
you.
was that? Oh, not that long ago. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I would probably would have been tough for me with the DUI. They probably would have if they would have found out about that.
Probably not. Because also, I think in the city,
Yeah,
it's
but
different.
what if I get drunk in my house and drive my house onto the light rail tracks?
true.
What if I set my apartment up on the light rail tracks?
Get your basement apartment on wheels.
Or just drunk driving
There's
to
no
the front of the
AC,
building.
but it's a transformer.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if the heat in my fucking apartment actually works or not. My thermostat, it has off and hot.
I think it's illegal.
Those are what it says. It doesn't even say heat. It says hot.
It's like a car.
It's like somebody wrote in like a thin Sharpie hot instead of
Damn.
heat, like a Mexican guy who just didn't understand the difference between heat and hot. It should say caliente.
He probably thought it was like a sink where it just says cold and hot instead of a thermostat where it's like, no.
That's something janky about my apartment is that like in the bathtub, you have like a hot and a cold.
Uh-huh.
So I got the hot and the cold, but they don't control hot and cold. They just control the water pressure. And there's like a spigot in the middle of the wall that you turn left or right for hot and cold.
What?
Yeah. It took me like an hour to figure out how to make my shower hot the first time.
It's like
What the
a
fuck?
combination lock to get the right temperature.
Yeah. I got to turn it like 3 times this way, 2 times this way, and then 1 time back and it gets hot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're gonna like do it wrong one day and the wall's gonna open up.
The first time I did it, like black stuff started like leaking out from the
Because
spigot.
probably no one's ever figured it out before.
Yeah,
It's probably
true.
the first person to
And
unlock it.
And I'm pretty sure the guy who lived in the apartment before I did was handicapped or something. Because there's like all like in my mailbox, I'm still getting like, what is it? The
Cheers.
It's like disability stuff. And I think like people used to smoke cigarettes in there because like the ceilings are all brown and shit.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
Gross.
yeah. Don't live in a nice apartment building where you're allowed to smoke cigarettes.
Dude, if you're not, unless you're smoking like 100 cigarettes a day, you're really fine.
Yeah,
Like, I don't smoke all the time in my apartment. I have my nights.
Mm-hmm.
There's not like, I mean, look, there's soot on these walls.
faux show.
Yeah,
Because-
that's from like a kerosene heater, I think.
Yeah, but the cigarettes don't hurt.
Yeah.
But my
help.
apartment, like, it's in order to get like the soot and like the stench, like my apartment will smell of cigarettes the day after, but it goes away. But then again, I don't do it like that, and that's why like on our Instagram reel, somebody was like, I don't trust a guy who smokes Camel Crushes, especially indoors, and I was like, I wish I could tell these people that like
What?
it's a garage, bro.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I
Half
would
the
be.
time, like, yeah. The
Yeah.
windows and doors are completely open because it's so excruciatingly hot in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked to see what the forecast of your energy bill is looking like, dude.
Yeah,
especially since you can't adjust it.
I should check to see if it's out. It might be
Yeah,
out
see if your
already.
bill dropped yet, dude.
I gotta wait though. It's about to be my pick again.
My fucking Comcast.
My
is,
fantasy team's coming together, bro.
My fucking Comcast is $210. What do you pay for Comcast?
Whoa,
I
bro.
think it's like 160 now.
Yo, go to Comcast and fucking get the new shit. Cause mine was 180, and then I went to Comcast and was like, "Hey, I'm moving, and this shit is fucking retarded. I don't $180. That's silly." And now I get internet and streaming, like this like streaming device thing, and it's like $50.
I'm gonna completely pull a theorem out of my ass that may or may not be true.
Isn't that an NFT? You're pulling Ethereum out of your ass.
Yeah, give us some.
you
Yeah,
got
dude.
you got Ethereum mine in your butt.
It'll be worth something.
Your
someday.
butt's a crypto mine, dude.
But I think because I live in an apartment building, like when you live in a house, first of all, in like New York City, for instance, you can only choose from one service provider, and I forgot the name of them, but it's like some
Time Warner.
Time Warner. Yeah, it's not any of the big ones, but
Yeah,
like
in the city, it's the exact same. You can only get Comcast in Baltimore City.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Wait, you can't get FiOS?
No.
No.
Oh. Well, in my
You could
apartment.
only get FiOS like in the county since like we were in high school.
Well, I think what happens is because you only have one choice, then Comcast, like I live in the county, yes, but my building only I think they only have the wires for one of them. Like they're not going to let every fucking cable company run their wires through the building. They're going to pick one as the building and be like, hey, you can get Comcast. That's what you can get.
Yeah.
So like I think because of that situation, I can only choose from Comcast if I want Wi-Fi or internet or cable or anything. So then what they do is like I've called them up several times. Like every year I'll be like, hey, like, can I just like, are there any other plans beside? They're like, oh yeah, you have the Wi-Fi and cable package. And I was like, yeah. How much is it for just Wi-Fi? And they're like, we don't offer just Wi-Fi.
Or if they do, it's like more expensive
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah. So like basically what they do is they only allow you to get both, and that's how they justify charging you that amount because they're like, well, you're getting cable too, and it's like, but I don't want cable really. Like I would like it if it wasn't like ridiculous. Like I'm not trying to have to fucking hook my laptop up to my computer and like pirate stream a fucking football game every Sunday. Like I'd prefer to have cable to watch Orioles games and live television. That'd be nice. But if it's going to be an extra fucking $150 a month, it's not worth it when most of the shit I watch is going to be like outside of sports. Like I'm not just fucking watching cable. Who just watches cable?
Yeah.
You know, like unless it's a sports game, that's really the only reason you're watching Netflix. I'm mostly YouTube in my case, but it's like, I can do that with just internet.
I think girls watch cable. I think that's who watches cable.
Maybe, but yeah, because I guess they watch like A&E and shit. Maybe
They watch like Smallville and not Gilmore Girls. What's the other one?
the point is,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking watching cable. I'm not a fucking girl, dude. I'm not watching Smallville. You know,
You're not watching Riverdale.
whatever that is, I'm not.
It's like Archie, but with vampires.
The RDC, Archie who?
Archie from the Archie comics.
Yeah.
Did you
it's like
not-
young adult television.
Did you not know that Archie and Sabrina the Teenage Witch live in the same universe?
No,
They all go to Riverdale High School.
no.
Yeah.
Wow, dude,
Yeah.
you really did get engaged.
That was a past girlfriend I learned that one from.
Yeah, that's definitely a girlfriend fact.
That was number one.
Number
One taught me that.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, $210 a month cable, getting fucked, and
And nothing you can do
nothing
about
I
it.
can do about it, dude. I'm about to just start using my fucking mobile hotspot.
You could spread your cheeks and just accept it.
That's what I've been doing for 4 straight fucking years.
Oh, right.
I'm watching my building raise rent every fucking year
That's the shit.
while shit is going downhill in terms of quality. Fucking elevator never works.
But you got a local MILF in your area, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that is the contributing to the rent increase.
I think I'd pay an extra $50 a year to have a local MILF in my area.
There's a threshold, and they're well over it, dude. 8%.
The local MILF?
No, the fucking rent going up 8%. I guess it makes sense because of inflation, but it's like,
But you're not getting paid more because of inflation, are you?
I mean, I can try to be. Like, I can tell people I need more money. That's the beauty of doing what we do is, and kind of what you do. Like, Joey can charge more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got $950 the other week.
I'm raising the rates, baby.
5 shows.
Nice. That's
no,
some-
5 shows. 5 shows, $950.
If you're pulling 1,000 a week, I feel like you're.
I wish I was pulling 1,000 a week, bro. If I got $950 a week, I wouldn't be doing this podcast. I'd be in fucking Aruba.
Oh, really?
Dude, if I made $40,000 a year, I would be rich.
I would say so. I mean, honestly, dude, with $40,000 a year as a single man with no kids,
Oh, I got this
no
guy.
real responsibilities.
Whoa. He's right here. He's right here, dude. He's dead.
You can live a solid life with
Is he breathing?
$40,000 a year.
Well, it depends on if you're getting.
Yeah, he's breathing.
Okay.
It depends if it's 40 after taxes. Because if it was 40 before taxes, you're getting like
30.
no,
Ballin'.
like 25.
Yeah,
out
but
of
this
that.
man
Taxes are fucked.
works under the table.
Oh, true.
Yeah. I mean, back when I was balling for a while. From 2013 to 2018, I was balling the fuck out.
What happened? Did you fell off?
I I got rid of my part of the business, and and then it got sold, and then COVID fucked shit up, and then yeah.
People didn't need their windows
Also,
washed during COVID.
Well, no, it's like people. Well, that, and then also now since COVID, like all corporations and stuff have changed their rules for like cleaning stuff. So like they'll get like a cleaning company to come in and like
Sanitize
vacuum
shit.
and stuff. Yeah, do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like as far as like windows go, people are like, nah, we can just handle that in house. We don't need to have some stranger coming in while there's customers here. Because most businesses, people show up right when like we open at 10, they show up at 9:55. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like I'm inside, like Red Wing shoes, for example. They were like that was like the biggest one that kind of sucked because I used to have a lot of money coming in from them.
You couldn't hold on to that deal, bro?
No,
what
they
fucking businessman are you?
Dude, it's not me. It's like me versus a corporation. What am I gonna do?
The corporations, man.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
dude, ACAB, bro.
All corporations
corporations are bastards.
bad bastards.
You're a bad bastard. You hurt my pockets.
Dude, the only way to beat a corporation, you got to start thinking of yourself as a corporation. You got to be a Matt Brown window washing emporium LLC Incorporated.
Or like,
because if I
bet
do that,
you
then I'm
could've
not.
spun some shit like
Then I'm not the comedian Matt Brown anymore. I'm the window cleaner Matt Brown, bro.
true,
that
but
shit in the back
there's
seat,
also an opportunity. I bet you could have gotten some like
That's the point.
certificate or some shit to be like, this is a COVID certified business, sanitary, da 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 da, and then
yeah,
put that in the sales now.
But then I'd have to wear a mask like a pussy.
That's
yeah,
true,
but I
but
mean,
not anymore.
you don't want to breathe in all the fucking chemicals you're using, are you?
I'm not using chemical. I'm using Dawn dish soap, bro.
Oh, true.
I could eat that. I could squirt it in my mouth.
You could rinse a duck with it.
For real. It's all right on the label. Dawn, rinse a duck with it.
Yeah. It's like their main claim to fame, which is a
true.
strange claim to fame. It's like, dude, I just wanted to make sure we
Dude.
wash dishes with this.
Wait.
Why are you telling me about the duck effect?
Does BP own Dawn dish soap?
See, now we're circling back to 9/11, which I like.
They spilled all that oil just to
Because obviously
Supposed to clean it
9/11 was about oil. Obviously.
But it was really about dish soap.
And what it really comes down to is ducks just want to get washed.
Ducks want to get washed. So they needed the United States to have a pretext to invade a sovereign oil-rich nation in the Middle East so that we could begin transporting oil back and forth through giant cargo ships where eventually you're going to have a big oil leak because of that, which means that a lot of ducks,
Ducks fly into the engine. They sacrifice themselves.
they sacrifice themselves for Dawn. And then Dawn is like, oh, what a shame. I guess we're going to have to wash all these ducks now.
Planet of the Ducks.
So then
Dawn of the Duck.
Dawn of the Duck, dude. Donald Duck.
Whoa.
Shut down the stream.
Whoa.
Shut down the stream.
They're coming for us. You hear that? They're knocking on the door. It's Big Dish Soap.
Wow.
Damn. They're gonna delete this episode off the face
They
of the
are,
earth.
dude.
They already tried to get us with the 9/11.
They tried. No, but in honor of 9/11, I think
Yeah, 9/11
honor.
is coming up.
You almost said comedy.
I mean, hey, it
Hey,
can be.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
we should have like a 9/11 extravaganza.
What you want to do? You want to
Like fucking
the
live,
twin casts?
yeah, twin cast, the twin
We
cast
do
live
it live
stream.
from the World Trade Center in Baltimore.
Yeah, we go sit in front of the World Trade Center in Baltimore. We set up shop right on that piece of steel beam that's melted somehow.
Yeah,
And
we're all
somehow-
cosplaying as airplanes.
And awfully clean steel beam too.
Yeah, but what was remember Thomas the Tank Engine? But then there was the airplane one too.
Well, there was like a planes like car movie, I think.
Yeah, so we dress up like those, and we just run into the World Trade Center.
Hell yeah.
How soon is? I mean, is it? I guess you still. I think.
We've got a good.
How soon is
till
now?
9/11.
No, I'm-
6 days.
No, I meant like until like it's like socially acceptable to like start. I mean, people have always been making 9/11 jokes, but like I feel like you kind of have to wait until everyone who would have experienced it is dead. Like that's why you can make fun of Abraham Lincoln Like nobody, like if you make an Abraham Lincoln getting shot in the head joke, nobody's like, oh, dude. But
I mean,
if you make a JFK
like,
joke,
Kennedy jokes, yeah.
yeah, but people that experience that are still alive.
I mean, people still make those jokes though. People still make 9/11 jokes.
Yeah, people make Holocaust jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Some of
just
those
happened.
people are still alive.
You guys trying to team up with me right now?
Yes,
I was
and
trying
it's
to
working.
defend people.
What do you mean?
I was trying to.
If you were trying to
yeah.
defend people, where the fuck were you on 9/11?
I was in Hampton Elementary, baby,
Yeah, you weren't defending shit.
configuring my crew
You're small
on the
enough,
brown bus.
You could have snuck into the fucking. You could have snuck into the overhead bin.
Look, all right. We do this once a year, not always on 9/11.
So less ski, sky, planes, 9/11. You are a plane that killed.
We do that.
2,000
We do
people.
that every year. We connect my name to 9/11. I'm interested to know. Yes, no,
Maybe so.
maybe so. Inside job. What are your thoughts?
9/11. Of course, it was an inside job.
You're going 100%. Of course.
inside. I think inside job, but not like the thermite paint shit.
Yeah.
I think inside job, like the U.S. government helped orchestrate it.
In what capacity? Like Dick
Cheney.
Did they allow it to happen? Did they know it was happening and not do anything because they saw it as an opportunity
All
to
of it.
justify a war, or did they orchestrate it?
All of it. All of it. I think Dick Cheney pretty much, like, you know, he worked with like Blackwater and all these like mercenary military companies. Mm-hmm. He was like, I got this great idea. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. Those are the bros. Mm-hmm. They got all this oil money. They don't like Iraq. They don't like Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. Let's get some guys from there, fucking set up their families for life. Have them fly some fucking planes into the trade centers. Now, do I think they wanted the trade centers to fall? Probably not. That was probably just bonus. That was like if they were playing Mario Kart, right? And they're in first place, and then they all of a sudden they get the green shells, and now they're fucking
Yeah.
up whoever's in last place.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
have.
happened.
Yeah, they have the bananas.
Yeah,
They're just throwing bananas out the back at that point.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, sweet, the planes hit." Yes, that was really good.
Thank you. You know what was also really good? That theory. I like it. I have some adjustments.
Adjust it.
But I want
Adjust
to know
it.
your theory first.
Um,
Eric.
It's been a while since I've done the deep dive into 9/11. Yeah, I don't think it's any of the fucking like bombs inside the building type of shit. But I do believe that, like, if not directly, it's like we definitely armed all of these groups in other countries and taught them how to do terrorism, basically. And then all of a sudden they did it on us with all the shit we probably taught them how to do.
Okay.
Plot twist.
See, I'm more along with Eric here. Although we're all pretty much on the same page.
Yeah.
I think that it's less nefarious than people think, but just as nefarious because, like,
And then also we didn't do anything to stop it because there was like, I think it's known that there was intel that was given to like the president and people would be like, hey, there's probably going to be an attack in New York like coming up.
yeah.
But then they didn't do anything
And they're
about
like,
it.
yeah, these motherfuckers are always bluffing.
See, here's the issue is like, you know, as we discussed on our podcast about like with the banana republics and like stuff like that, like the CIA infiltrating other nations that have natural resources that we want and like subverting their government and training.
Is that what a banana republic is?
Yeah, it was in like Central and South America. The United States CIA, on behalf of the United Fruit Company, which is now disintegrated into many companies we enjoy today, like Dole and Chiquita. But the United Fruit Company, the original UFC, if you will, they, you know, it started mainly over bananas. And like Guatemala, Nicaragua, Panama, countries like that in that area had bananas. And the United Fruit Company basically wanted to buy up all the land and like install puppet dictators, puppet presidents or whatever that would give them like loose policies on how they don't have to pay people and like basically allow them to have like slavery in these countries to reap their, you know, produce and stuff. And then so it became like these basically like the CIA was going in and like training and like stoking unrest in the public if they like found like a group of people that were like rebels or like dissatisfied with the government, because they would fund them and train them, and then those people would inevitably rise up and overthrow the person in power that wasn't going along with what the United States and the United Fruit Company wanted. And then they would install somebody who was more on board, who was just going to do the bidding of the United States. And then so that they were called banana republics because they're just a fake puppet state that was benefiting these U.S. corporations. But so you have a similar thing I mean, literally not even a similar thing, the exact same process when you look at these countries in the Middle East where Gaddafi was overthrown, Saddam Hussein was overthrown,
Mujahideen, all that,
Assad, and like
Taliban.
it's this common thread of like you have these leaders in these countries who, you know, these countries have this natural resource, in this case oil, aka the most important natural resource of anything, in terms of like just solidifying our place at the top of the economic world order. And then you have these leaders in there that are doing things to benefit their own country. Not saying that they're not assholes. Like Saddam Hussein was definitely persecuting people. Like Gaddafi wasn't perfect. I don't know all the details. Like, but you know, suffice to say, they weren't the best. But like that's not the reason we overthrew them. We didn't overthrow them because they were mean.
Yeah.
We overthrew them because they were instituting policies that didn't benefit U.S. corporations and the United States global position in terms of natural energy. And so we went and we're funding the Taliban. We were funding Al-Qaeda, and these rebel groups broke off, and then they wind up, you know, like you look at the fucking videos of Gaddafi getting dragged out in the street and they jam a pole up his ass, and like those rebels were people that like we funded. And so like, yeah, in Saudi Arabia, like those people, like Bin Laden used to work for us.
Right.
Like he was a informant or some type of like cooperative with the CIA. And then we're providing his people with all this funding, all this training, and then he throws it back in our face and orchestrates a plot against the United States. And it's like, did we not know about that plot? And, you know, like when you talk about like the 9/11 shit with like the thermite paint and like when people, that's my favorite thing. When people are always like, dude, do you really think that jet fuel can melt steel things? I'm like, I don't know.
Things.
Steel, whatever they're called.
Can melt steel things.
What is the word I'm looking for?
Beams.
Steel beams. Steel things.
Steel things.
Whatever. Anything steel. It's all going to be fucking steel beam, steel chair, whatever. Can jet fuel melt it? And then I'm supposed to go like, yeah, I never thought. I don't know what jet fuel can melt. What I look like?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know, Professor X? I don't fucking know. But I do know that
that's the fucking Mythbusters we all needed.
Yeah, how come nobody's ever done that? I'm sure it's been done.
Yeah.
But like, so I don't know if the United States was literally like, all right, dude, we're going to have the night cleaner go in there and put a bunch of fucking thermite in the basement of the building so that when the plane hits, it's going to set off this thing that like, but you got to say like, you know, it doesn't have to be all that to still be an inside job. It doesn't have to be the utmost extent of, oh my God. And like, you know, of course we used it as the pretext to then invade Afghanistan and invade Iraq. And now we're still over. We literally just pulled out. This is the first year since 9/11 that we haven't been in Afghanistan. This year.
We should go back.
It's been 21 fucking years at this point.
I bet a lot of people are really missing it.
I guarantee
I
that.
bet you a lot of
people who get out of jail,
especially the people that are
back.
still there, especially the people that we left there. They're like, I really miss when everybody was here. Now it's just me.
Now I'm in a room tied to a chair.
Yeah. I bet you all the translators that were working for us. I bet you all the fucking informants that were working with us against, you know, the fucking Taliban. It's like the Taliban really glowed up because for a while they fell off. Like the Taliban were the big dudes back in the early 2000s. And then it became Al-Qaeda and everybody was like, Taliban who? Tala what? And then it was like Al-Qaeda, and Al-Qaeda was rocking in like 2008. They were like, ooh, we're the big man on campus. And then it was like early
ISIS.
2010s, ISIS. And like they were like, oh no, ISIS is an offshoot of Al-Qaeda. And I was like, well, what about the Taliban, bro?
Yeah.
And then fucking early 2020s, blast from the fucking past. You got the Taliban back out there. Like, get the fuck out, bitch.
That's
Y'all
what
must
they
have
say.
forgot.
Everything 20 years ago becomes popular again.
Pop it, Taliban.
Taliban's basically grunge music.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Minimalist, OG terrorism.
Everybody, it's their version of denim.
And they had the, I hate to say it, but if you're going to rate terrorist groups off of their greatest
run.
hits.
Great run.
Greatest hits. 9/11's pretty up there.
Yeah, 9/11, that shit they did in England,
Yeah.
all the bus attacks.
I mean, ISIS did what?
Yeah, shit.
What's ISIS' big thing?
Didn't they shot up like an Ariana Grande concert?
Yeah, ISIS shot up an Ariana.
and they did. Wasn't
Fucking
ISIS
Taliban killed Pete Davidson's dad.
Yeah.
All right, and all ISIS did was shoot up his girlfriend's concert.
Technically, the Taliban fucked Ariana Grande.
Technically,
Technically,
greatest hit much?
yeah. ISIS did. Didn't they do?
The Pulse nightclub, maybe?
No,
Or was that just some random guy?
That was just some random Muslim guy. ISIS did the Hillary
all the
Clinton
beheading videos.
the emails.
Yes.
Did they do it
The,
though?
the attack.
Or did Hillary Clinton do that?
the
Benghazi.
attack- Benghazi. ISIS did Benghazi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think.
Well, they.
Unless that was the Taliban.
No, yeah, that was definitely ISIS. Taliban is, I think, pretty
Taliban-
much Afghanistan.
Taliban seems like they'd be down with H-Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Taliban and H-Dog.
They go way back.
Hillary was cool with, I feel like she was big with Al Qaeda and ISIS. I feel like they got along quite well.
What a love triangle, dude.
Taliban was more Tricky Dick's ballpark.
Yeah.
And Condoleezza Rice. And Colin Powell.
Yeah.
They were big with, the Taliban.
Dude, thank God for Colin Powell, dude.
First black Secretary of State.
Yep. If we didn't have Colin Powell, then we
Oh,
would
was
have
that what he
never
was?
we would have never got Jesse Lee Peterson,
That's true.
and we would have never got. I'm trying to think of more black conservatives.
He made it cool. He made it cool for black people to be not cool.
Yeah.
He opened the gate for plenty of black men to not feel like they have to be cool.
Yeah.
He was like, you can be like me.
Dude, Colin Powell loves anime, dude.
He
Yeah.
did.
No. Is he dead?
It's like, damn, you learn something new every day.
If he's not dead, he's watching Naruto right now.
I figured he'd be more of a Bleach guy.
A Bleach guy.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop, maybe? Tenshi Muno? No, I'm just
Yeah.
naming every.
Yeah, they cowboy bebop the towers. That's for
They
sure.
kind of did.
They went yeehaw, beep bop.
But yeah, it's like, like, does the average person, like, I think the average American at this point, there's not many people, I would say, if you talk to them, that don't at least think something fucking went down with 9/11.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, it makes it tough, and sometimes I feel like, what do they call that, controlled disinformation, where they put out stuff that's like easily falsifiable, so they can be like, oh, well, this is the stuff trying to say that it was an inside job, and look how falsifiable this is. And so they put out like purposeful. I'm not like, I sound like a tin hat guy, but like that. If let me put it this way: if I was working for the CIA. And I pulled off an inside job, the biggest terrorist attack in United States history, and I wanted people to not know that or not think that I was behind it. One of the things I might do is try to find some very uncreditable people to go on and put some information out that can easily be strawmanned and falsified, so that whenever anybody contests the narrative, I could be like, oh, so you really believe like this? Like, look at this video. It proves everything this video said wrong. It's like, yeah, but you put that video out to make the other side look stupid. Does that make any sense what I'm saying?
Sort of.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. If I want people to think 9/11 was not an inside job, and I'm the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency.
You put out like goofball conspiracies.
I did MK Ultra. I did the Gulf of Tonkin.
Greatest hits,
I
dude.
overthrew leaders in fucking Banana Republic countries. I invaded Iraq. I invaded everywhere. I have embassies in every fucking country in the world, and you don't think I've thought of putting out a dumbass YouTube video to make people think that disagreeing with me is stupid? You think I overlooked that? The CI fucking A? You think I didn't think of that?
Yeah.
I mean, here's all I'm saying.
Okay.
If we in a garage can think of that, the CIA has definitely thought of it. And they've probably done it.
Didn't they do that shit with like aliens, like in the 40s or 50s or some shit? Like they would let like kind of fringe people write shit about things just so the general public would be like, it's only crazy people that do that.
Yeah, they elevate the most fringe, like outlandish people of the opposing side. Think about it this way.
I'm thinking.
One of the things that's going on right now is a lot of, and I actually think it's a smart move on the Democrats, but what they're doing in a lot of states is they're actually funding Republican candidates in their primaries that are Trump supporters because they know it's easier to beat a Republican that is aligned with Trump, like says he agrees with him in the general election, than it is to defeat a Republican who says he doesn't align with Trump. Like they think a Republican who's like a not Trump Republican is harder to beat in a general election because more people might be tempted to, like, you know, if they can't tie Trump to him or her, the candidate, then it's harder to beat them. So what they're actually doing is trying to fund the Republicans in the primary that are like aligned with Trump because they think they have a better shot of beating them in the general election. So that's an example of, like, if you're trying to win something, you take the most fringe, divisive and outlandish group within that opposing view, and you elevate them, you prop them up so that when people look at the opposing view, what they're mainly seeing are the crazies. So if you're trying to make people think that UFOs aren't a thing or anything, then instead of propping up the fucking Bob Lazar type dude who like worked for NASA, I'm not saying I don't know anything about I'm not saying I do know anything about it, but like, you're not going to put on that guy who can hold a 3-hour coherent conversation about his experiences working with NASA, doing all that stuff. Whether it's bullshit or not, you can't deny that when you listen to it, you're like, this guy's definitely not insane. And if he is, he's pretty fucking good at acting like he's not.
Yeah.
What they're instead going to do is find the redneck with one overall strap and a piece of straw out of his mouth. Like, yeah, I saw it come down the field and it said, fuck your sister, I hate your sister. And then it shined a big light and my dog was barking and then it was gone. It's like that. And then you look at it, you're like, oh, these guys are fucking crazy. Aliens don't exist. But if you see the fucking Bob Lazar guy, you're like, I don't know, does the guy fucking work for NASA? He said he saw this thing. Like, there might be something here. So if I'm the fucking CIA with 9/11, I'm gonna be like, put on the thermite paint guy. Put on the guy that says they had the fucking milkman come in and plant explosives in the bathroom.
Yeah, let's have this retired wrestler go and...
Yeah, let's get Jesse Ventura. Jesse the Body Ventura, whoever his name is. Let's get him on stage going. And then they're like, wait.
Thermite paint.
What about this guy over here who says that the CIA funded terrorist groups in Saudi Arabia, which then, and including Osama bin Laden, which then they used our money and our funding to orchestrate this terrorist attack against it, and we knew about it and allowed it to happen to justify our potential invasion of the Middle East. Don't fucking put that guy on the TV. That guy makes a lot of fucking sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you're here on YouTube.
That's why we're here on YouTube.
That's why they've shadow banned us from ever getting more than a couple thousand views an episode.
Yeah. I wish that was a shadow ban.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why I'm not famous right now. I'm shadow banned, bro. They shadow banned me before
That's
I even
what I'm
got
saying,
on.
bro.
Before I even got on, they shadow banned me.
I'm not gonna.
They've been keeping tabs on us for a long time. Mm-hmm. They've been suppressing our voices.
Yeah, they knew I watched Zeitgeist when I was 15. They knew that when I was 17, I spent probably 15 hours in a row watching Illuminati videos, trying to figure out why every rapper has an album where they cover their left eye like this.
I mean,
or like what's up with the rappers in bathtubs?
Look,
That one. You know
what
that
you were
one?
discussing earlier.
There's something about like checkered, like black and white checkers on an album cover is supposed to mean something, but I don't know what it is.
And then rappers in bathtubs means they got fucked in the butt.
Ooh.
Oh, true. Mm-hmm. I remember watching all those videos, and like when we were talking about adrenochrome earlier, like one of the things we were talking about was like, first of all, I'm pretty sure adrenaline gets in your bloodstream. Pretty sure that's how it works. Like blood circulates things to your body. Like if something from your fucking brain wants to get to your, or like if something from like, you know, when you breathe in oxygen, it goes in your lungs, it diffuses into your blood, and then it gets carried to your body, to all the systems. And he's like, that's the circular. So like when you pump adrenaline, I'm pretty sure that's how it gets into your muscles, through your bloodstream. So like when they talk about like the Epstein shit and they're like scaring the kids and then drinking their blood, and like, does that work? Probably not. But that doesn't mean that somebody might not believe it works and do it. Like I'm not saying I believe this happens, but also it also amazes me that people can literally hear something as crazy about what we know happened. And then when you take it one step further, they go, but that no way.
Yeah.
It's like, we already got this far. We already have a guy who's in with every fucking powerful person in the country, if not the world. And all these people have gone to his island, which are now proven to have, trafficked young girls and young boys probably in some situations. And like, we know this was happening and it's insane. And then he kills himself in prison and has never been able to testify against it. We know all this and that's insane. But then if we go, yeah, but also they were killing him. I'm like, dude, you're insane. You are insane. It's like, how am I insane? We're already 98% of the way there.
Yeah.
Provenly.
Uh-huh.
So like with the adrenochrome thing, it's like, all right, I could see how people might believe that. That's where the whole vampire shit came from. Endless youth. That's the whole myth. People have been doing that forever. First of all, the vampire shit, Count Dracula was a real fucking count who probably did drink blood.
What are counts?
A count is like a
lord or a
like a duke or
it's like a
duchess.
title.
Yeah. So like in Transylvania, he was like this real dude. And like people have always, the idea of drinking blood has always been a thing. It's always been this kind of occult thing. That stuff does exist.
I
Now,
wonder if it tastes good.
it probably, I could see how people would think
Can I
it
get one of those?
like gives you youth and shit. I could see how crazy people might want to bathe in it and they think that you're like
You
absorbing
guys
it.
want to drink each other's blood?
It might work.
I'm good.
No, what I'm saying is in regards to the Illuminati shit, it's like that stuff with like the covering one eye and like all that stuff, like the satanic stuff. It's like just because it might not be what they're saying it is, doesn't mean that something's not behind all that. Like there might be something to all that kind of like triangle shit, like the fucking dollar bill. Like what's up with that?
Yeah, the little owl on it.
Like, okay, you're going to tell me that everything they say about the dollar bill and all the cryptic, weird, freaky shit on it is not anything to worry about, but like, can you explain to me what it is then? If it's not crazy, then what is it? I've never seen that video. I've seen a bunch of videos going, well, if you look at the eye and you fold it like this, you'll notice the Twin Towers here. And you're like, that's a little fucking weird. You took a real $20 bill, you folded it into the Twin Towers. That's a little much.
yeah.
I'm not saying, that could have been fake video. I've seen videos like that.
No, you can fold
Yeah,
it,
I've
make it
done
look
it
like
before.
this.
Yeah.
And
What
it's
the
the
fuck
Twin
is
Towers
that?
on fire.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just a bad coincidence.
Yeah, it's
To be
very,
honest.
it's a very easy coincidence.
Okay. Fair. Fair.
There's your video.
Okay, so
That's the new clip.
okay, so this is the new clip. This is the big thing. We have a bunch of people going, dude, look at this crazy fucked up shit. And then the opposing side just goes, I mean, so?
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
It's coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay. So every rapper on
Or
their
a
albums,
happy accident.
a happy accident. That's really what I was going for. 9/11.
Yeah, a happy
A
accident.
happy accident for the CIA.
That's the new 9/11
and the United
documentary.
States. And you know what? I'm glad you said that because I think that's the best way of describing what our theories have kind of all amalgamated to be. We're not saying it was on purpose. But
was like George Bush mad that he got to go invade Iraq and Afghanistan to finish his dad's war? Of course not.
Probably
oh
not.
yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
So as far as the record industry, we already know that shit's fucked up. And honestly, when they talk about like the whole like blackmailing people by like, you know, with the pedophilia shit, it's like that kind of makes sense. Like I can kind of get that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's like, I guess my overarching theme here is like, I'm not saying
People in positions of power usually get corrupted by it.
Yeah. I think that's where I'm going with it. No, what I'm saying is like, I'm not saying I believe in all the things I'm saying in terms of the $20 bill with the Twin Towers or like the adrenochrome. I don't really actually, but if I had to bet on it, I'd say no, that's not if I had to bet on the dollar bill, I'd be like, it's a happy coincidence. It's just some guy sat there with a fucking dollar bill and just was folding it a bunch of ways. Like you can do a lot of shit with a lot of things and went, oh shit, when I do this like this and this like this, it looks, sure. What I'm saying is there's enough really actually fucked up shit going on in the world that it should not be out of the question. I don't like when people are just so solidly sure that like if you talk to them about the moon landing, it's like, okay, I would say that, yeah, we probably did land on the moon in 1963. In fact, I'd say we did the odds last year. I said I was like 80-20 on it. I'm even more so now because it's like Who fucking cares? But at the same time, it's like the amount of shit that we've provenly done as a country and our intelligence agencies have lied about. It's like, does it make someone crazy for thinking that this might be one of the other countless many lies that we've been told? Does that make you an insane person? And when did it become not cool to simply go, I don't know, dude? When did the I don't know, dude guy become
Alex Jones.
exactly? When did that become that? We all used to watch Alex Jones, bro. Mm-hmm. I still pop him on from time to time. He's fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
Sue me. It's enjoyable. I don't believe everything he says. Just like I didn't believe everything he said in high school. But some of the shit makes sense.
I don't believe all the politicians either.
Exactly. You know?
Yep.
Happy accident.
Happy accident.
That was a good 20-minute rant, dude.
Thanks. That caffeine's just helping me through this whole thing.
What'd you guys get up to for the Labor Day festivities? Anything? Go to any barbecues or anything?
We grilled. I was grilling in the cabin.
Grill season. Grill daddy.
Grilled. Chopped my fucking hair off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Did you see
No
him with
beard,
his
no
hat?
hair. Yeah, I saw it when I walked in.
He met me like this.
Yeah.
So did I.
All right. Well, you both know what I look like with my hat off.
I know, but if I walked in looking like a 12-year-old, Eric would probably think something was up too. Like we met each other as 11. It's not like if I just walked in as an 11-year-old.
Wait, are you saying I look like a 12-year-old, bro?
No, I'm saying that like just because when you first met me I look like this doesn't mean you can just show up looking like that again and it's not going to throw anybody
I'm not
off.
allowed to show up. I can't show up looking like this. It was all over my Instagram, bro. You obviously don't follow me.
I saw it on your Instagram.
Your girlfriend follows me.
Oh my god. You're like you gotta grow that. I probably
always
followed
believe
your
a man.
girl.
Yeah, what up, Lit? I kissed her on the cheek. I did.
Cross the line, bro.
Hey, you guys sent me cute pictures of you guys.
You're the Jim Norton of Baltimore comedy now, dude. Until you grow that beard back.
Fine.
Fine.
I'm fine with being that.
I mean, he's a well-respected comic.
Yeah, it's not really a diss.
Yeah, I don't like trans people though. Oh, well, I mean, I don't have sex with. I like trans people are fine.
You're just
I
not,
just don't fuck them.
Yeah, you just don't fuck them.
I fuck them, but fuck them.
Yeah, that was always the weird.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Oh,
That's
that's all
cool, man.
good.
I gotta go.
That's cool.
It's been a good
I need
like.
to leave.
What is it at right now?
You guys
a
can
little
keep
over
going.
an hour.
You guys can keep going.
We can keep cruising.
You guys can keep
Also,
going.
we did like 30 minutes before this too, before it went up.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you guys can keep going. I'm Matt Brown. See ya.
Yeah.
Trap podcast.
Trap podcast. Trap
You already
trap.
know.
Best comic in Baltimore. Best comic in the DMV.
Comedian Matt Brown.
Bye.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
I like your shirt, by the way.
early night? Good seeing you, buddy. Yeah, take care. Feel better, Otis?
Well, I guess we'll take people out with a little Labor Day recap.
Yeah, we can do a
If you'd
little
like.
Labor
What you
Day
got? Tell me about the fest, bro.
recap.
Recap.
Oh yeah, I went to the Labor Day festival. No, I didn't.
What is the Labor Day festival?
I don't know. It just sounds like a cool thing
Sounds
that
like a
people
thing.
probably went to.
What's the LDF? So
Yeah, no, Baltimore Comedy Festival was this week. Just wrapped up tonight, I believe. But my show that I was on was Friday, the 2nd, at the BSO.
you only did one this year.
I just did one show.
Yeah.
It's also like that was my first show that I had done in a while too.
Yeah.
So I was like nervous. So I was like, I only need to do one show.
Yeah, get back in the swing of things.
And what a way to swing into things. Lobby of the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. Friday night, probably like 150 people in the crowd. Very fun show.
Wow.
If you looked at the lineup, you would have been like, what is this, 2018 at the PAC
That's sick.
for Art of Comedy?
The
Because it was
classics.
basically just like, it was all the classics. It was Elizabeth, me, Maria Sanchez, Ian Salyers, Dark
Nice.
Mark, Michael Furr, Ivan Martin, and then a little guest set by Tony Woods.
Sick.
So that was a really fun night. But then immediately after that, went home, made BLTs with Elizabeth.
That's
And
American
then that
as fuck.
ended up being the theme of the weekend, more so than anything else. Is
BLTs.
I made a lot of BLTs this weekend.
You know, BLTs.
It's a good sandwich.
They have that effect on me too.
Yeah.
You don't put mayo on them though.
I don't do mayonnaise, but here's the thing. So I've been crafting the perfect BLT all weekend. All my peppers are growing in now.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to get a little ripe. So for a couple of them, I've had these they're called lemon starbursts. It's like a mix between like a Scotch bonnet and then another kind of fruity hot pepper. Thinly sliced, right on top of some heirloom tomatoes from the farmer's market, dude. A little bit of salt. Got some bacon at the farmer's market too. Really fucking good. And I do a thing with the bacon. Have you ever had Dunkin' Donuts snacking bacon?
No, dude.
No. It's dog food. But the good thing about it is it's a little bit of sweet and salty. There's a little bit of brown sugar on it. And that's what I like to do with my bacon now. Is I get a little bit of brown sugar. I crush some peppers, a little bit of black pepper on it too. So fresh pepper, tomato, bacon, spinach and arugula on some farm fresh bread from the farmer's market
White bread?
as well.
White bread?
It was white bread, but they called it like dipping bread, but it was like a big round loaf of bread. Super long slices, toasted in the oven with a little bit of bacon fat.
It's such a classic sandwich that's like,
It's almost the perfect sandwich.
yeah, I mean, you forget it's like just bacon, lettuce, tomato.
Mhm. Kind of the fatty salty from the bacon, the kind of like sweet savory plus acidity from the tomato. Nice fresh garden veg, and on a nice loaf of bread, you can't beat that shit.
Lettuce, I mean, you know,
All ingredients at their peak, no extra anything else. Just fucking the flavors speak for themselves.
it's like the greatest hits for a sandwich. It's like,
Exactly.
here's all your favorite things. Lettuce is like one of those things where it's like, I probably would have never even thought of that. Like who was the guy who thought of lettuce on a sandwich? You know, I it's like something. It's like you don't miss it until it's gone. You know, I had
and on some sandwiches it doesn't work. I
Yeah.
admit it. You're not gonna put a lettuce on a fucking PB&J
oh, of course not.
because you already get the crunchy from hopefully the peanut butter.
Yeah, you got if you're not doing crunchy peanut butter, grow the fuck up at this
Yeah.
point. I'm not gonna lie, I've started to. I used to be a big chunky guy in high school,
I appreciate a smooth.
but it does taste different. Like there is a different taste to it. Skippy Super Chunk and Skippy Creamy have two separate tastes. Now, the chunky peanut butter is better for a sandwich, I think. But I'm not a big PB&J guy. I don't think I've had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a decade.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
my
I-
last one was probably during the pandemic.
I just never think about it. Like my go-to sandwich, honestly, above most things, tuna fish sandwich.
Really?
I am like an old Jewish man with my sandwich picks, dude. Like I love a good tuna sandwich. Lettuce, tomato, provolone cheese. I learned that at Seasons Pizza. Mayo, the wet hots. If you're not putting those little relish hots, the sub hots, the hoagie spread, that goes great on everything. You put some peppers on it, you get the nice mayo-iness, whatever the word for that is, of the tuna salad, which is like half mayo, half disgusting fish.
Yeah.
But when you combine them, excellent. And then you get that like it there's no better combination to me than mayo and the wet hots. I love it.
Interesting.
You know, wheat bread, toasted, maybe even pickles. Maybe you can throw banana peppers on there, like whatever you want. But like that's my other than that, like a grilled chicken sandwich. But that's like I don't even consider that like a sandwich. It's kind of just like
It's almost like
Duh.
a burger.
Yeah, I don't even. It's like when I eat a grilled chicken sandwich, I'm not like, oh, I had a sandwich today. I'm like, I had a grilled chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Like I look at it. Yeah, like you said, a burger. If I eat a hamburger today, I'm not going, oh, I had a sandwich today. I had a fucking burger. It's a sandwich, yes, but I didn't have a sandwich. You know?
Yeah, sandwich is either sliced meats or like spreads.
Oh, other good sandwich. Another old Jewish man pick of mine, the Reuben, or a nice
Reuben's
corned
a good-
beef.
Yeah.
Reuben, Cuban, tuna. Those are my big three. You get a good Cuban sandwich, sayonara. Sayonara. That's Cuban for.
You're not a big Italian cold cut kind of guy?
Oh yeah, I love those too.
Okay.
But that's a sub.
That is a sub, I guess. You got me.
Where we put these in the thing, it's like, is a sub a sandwich? Yes. But if a sub's a sandwich, a hot dog's a sandwich, and we can't go down that route right
We
now.
can't do that.
We can't start that. We just
yeah,
covered
sausage and
9/11.
peppers would be on top if that was the case.
Exactly. I'm not going to even begin. I almost tripped in the rabbit hole. Now I'm
Yeah,
going to
no.
let it happen.
Listen, we've been down this road before.
I know where it leads, and it's no place good. No, yeah. As far as subs, you got the big three. Obviously, cheesesteak. But above that is, I'm putting cold cut. Because a cold cut is the type of sub that you can eat in the middle of the day without feeling like a piece of shit. There's something about the fact that it's cold. It's not any more healthy for you than a cheesesteak, probably.
No.
Like, why would it be healthier for you? It's the same bread.
But it's like, it's definitely way less like greasy.
Yes.
Everything's already like, processed and cooked and everything. It's, a cheesesteak, like there's some like heft to it.
Yeah, like the cheesesteak, it's like, that's a good, like, well, I'm already wasted and it is 2 a.m. I'm not going to get a fucking cold cut at 2 a.m. What am I,
Yeah,
ridiculous?
fuck that.
So I'm going to get a cheesesteak. But a sub, like a cold cut sub, done deal. That's, that's number one.
I like a turkey club.
Oh, yeah, clubs are great.
Yeah.
Turkey club, great. Club sandwiches overlooked in general. And it's funny that like is a thing. Because it's like kind of silly when you think about it.
It is silly because it's just like an extra piece of bread, but it comes with bacon, which is great.
And it's like, dude, people already have bacon on sandwiches. Like, you're not really bringing anything extra to the table except for this extra slice of bread.
Yeah.
Which-
the Big Mac middle bun.
Yeah. I think, yeah, exactly. I guess technically the Big Mac is a club sandwich if you were to cut it in 4 and put some toothpicks in it. But I haven't had one of those in a long time. And it's tough. Like, it's crazy how much food there is out there. And I think about, like, every now and then I'll get, like, the strangest craving. And I'm like, it's crazy that there's so many different things to crave. And how do you know when you're craving something? Like, the other day I woke up on Saturday morning and I was just craving a Reuben. And I was craving to sit alone at the bar at the Towson Diner and eat a Reuben in peace.
That is a mood.
It was a whole
Going to
vibe.
the diner alone is a mood.
And I've never sat at the bar at the diner, but it felt extra classic.
Yeah.
Like, that's like movie
If you're there by
scene-
yourself, you got to be at the bar.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You
Yeah,
can't
and
just get a booth.
that's something that and I know, but it's amazing to me how many people don't know that. When you go out to eat alone, sit at the bar. You look like a maniac and people feel sorry for you if you're sitting at a booth. When I see somebody sitting at a table alone, it brings me down. And I don't deserve that.
Yeah.
You're ruining my day by sitting at a table alone in a restaurant. Sit at the bar. That's what cool people do. The bar is like the social, because the bar is, booths don't talk to each other. When you go to a booth, you sit in a booth because it's like, we talk to each other.
Yeah.
The bar is
The
like,
booth is like the cubicle of a restaurant.
yes, the bar is the community room. You sit at a bar, that means you're open for a conversation from the guy next to you. Now,
Or the bartender.
or the bartender. You're putting in that situation. But like any movie you see, most of them, you're going to see like the classic scene where they like walk into some strung out from the road come in a truck stop diner, sit at the bar. It's 3 a.m, give me a coffee. It's like, that's fucking classic. Now, in my case, it's noon on a Saturday, and I'm like, give me a screwdriver, please. Because it's just like, it also felt weird to sit at the bar and get like a Diet Coke, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it's a diner.
Yeah.
It's a bar for eating, not for drinking, really.
Yeah.
No one's going to a diner to get fucking wasted. But I'm sure people do.
Oh, people, I mean,
Yeah.
people get wasted to go to the diner.
Yeah.
But not typically the reverse. But yeah, it made me think even more about how much I wish that the diner was open 24/7. But unfortunately, COVID ruined that. And then every diner just decided, oh, you know what? Let's not do any of the things that make us a diner anymore, namely being 24/7, aka the one of the main things that makes you a diner. I brought that up before. I feel like nobody really had my back on that stance. But
No, I agree with that.
I'm standing by it. It's like, you know what? If you call yourself a diner, you should be open 24/7. That is your job. That comes with the territory of being called a diner.
Yeah, why else serve breakfast during dinner time?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's like I'd be fine if the Towson Diner was just called like the Towson Restaurant.
Yeah, the Towson Bruncher.
The Towson, yeah, anything. But diner, it's like, well, you owe the public, and they used to do it, and now they don't. And like, you know, COVID's like over, so like, what are you guys doing? There's no reason. There's no excuse. But yeah, it was a nice experience. I went up talking to the guy next to me. Turns out I had met him at Nacho Mama's when we were playing, because he like started up a conversation with me, and he was like, so any Labor Day things? And it was that classic scenario where like I didn't understand what he said. Mm-hmm. So I said, oh, I'm sorry, what was that? And he said it again, and I didn't understand him again. And that's when you feel that sense of doom, because you're like, oh no, this is about to be awkward if I have to say it again.
You either got to run with something or just kind of vaguely like, I don't know, because when you ask for it a third time, you have to make sure you're asking it in the nicest way possible, because you don't want to look like a dick, because that is something a dick would do.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Come again? Like, you really got to, like, the first time I was like, oh, he was like, and I was like, oh, what's that? He was like, and I was like, oh, God. So then my initial knee-jerk reaction was like, all right, respond with a catch-all response. Say something that is like, just could really be applied to anything.
Literally, you could just be like, yeah, just chilling. Just chilling.
So I went with the patented, that's what they say, man. Because that is what they say.
Yeah, you got anything going on Labor Day? That's what they say.
And you know what? Turns out that's exactly the question you asked me. Because what happens is when you give the catch-all response, you have to hope that it applies.
Yeah.
And you can tell when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I just did the classic, that's what they say, man, and went back to eating. And he was just like staring at me like,
he's like, wait, did I hear you?
yeah. And then I saw that my response did not apply to the question at hand. So then I was like, I literally turned, I was like, sorry, man, I gotta be honest, I didn't hear what you said. Run that by me again? And he was like, oh, I was just saying, you got any plans for Labor Day? I was like, yeah, well, you know, I was playing last time, I'm a musician. He was like, oh, you're Jimmy Spileski. And I was like, close enough, baby. Close enough.
That's almost as if your two last names would be combined.
Yeah.
Spanos
Spileski. Yeah. I guess I really am Jimmy Spileski. So I was talking to him. He was telling about this app called the Meetup app, which is he just like there's like a group, there's like an app where people just post like stuff that's going on, and then everybody in the app just like meets up and does it. So like he told me that like he went kayaking this morning, and then he went to Bordy Vineyards that night. I was like, that's kind of a cool app, you know, but I feel like, I don't know.
I feel like that'd be good if like you're new to a city.
Yeah, if you're new or if you're not really good socially.
Yeah.
Because that is the one thing I thought. And again, going back to the whole eating alone thing, it's like I feel bad. So like when he told me about the Meetup app, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like really play into this and act like this is the coolest shit I ever heard. When in reality, I am at some point in my mind going like, oh, what if you're a loser and like you don't have any friends and this is the only way to have any social interaction? And I'm not saying that to be a dick, but I'm saying that to say that it made me feel bad
Yeah, no,
because I'm not a dick.
You were like, hey, have you heard of Be Real? Because I'm gonna be real right now. You sound like a fucking loser.
Have you ever heard of being friends with people? Like, but he told me about it, and so I was like really acting like, yeah, I'm gonna get on that app. I'm not getting on that fucking app. I have a Meetup app. It's called My Friends. And,
But hey,
I'm
sure
always-
some people have found some cool people on that app, you know?
yeah, it depends on the person. And like Liv uses Bumble BFF to meet girlfriends.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
No dudes are on Bumble BFF.
Or I bet they are.
Yeah,
I bet
probably.
the same dudes that use Meetup are on Bumble BFF.
Oh, true. I mean, dudes are on Bumble regular FF. Bumble regular for
How does
fucking.
that work for friends? Like, because they're both dudes, like, who messages first? Can they not message each other?
Ooh, and in the case of the girl, do they both have to message at the same time first?
There's a countdown.
They both have to say, and especially because girls are notoriously bad at conversation, at least in terms of starting it. How does that work? Because
Yeah,
any
I know.
experience I've ever had talking to a girl, I'm pulling 90% of that weight on dating apps, and it's not because they can't hold a conversation. It's because they don't need to. It's like they're getting messaged by like 16 different dudes, so like they don't need to like come up with something awesome to say. All they have to just be like, "Hi, you have the floor. Impress me, make me want to reply. I probably won't, but let's see what you got." But when it's two girls, I mean, so they both just open up with hi,
The double high.
the double hi, and they're both sitting there like, how does this work?
I mean, I would be in the same situation, I think.
Dude,
I don't know how I would fucking open up to a dude and be like, hey, you want to go fucking
Dudes
see
get,
the new Marvel movie?
dudes get right to the point. Dudes would be like, yo, what's up, bro?
Look, I'm not looking for anything long term. Just want to like, chill every couple of nights a week.
I feel like if there is a Bumble BFF for boys, a Bumble Boy FF, I would be willing to say that that message thread's a little bit more wet, a little bit
Yeah.
more going on in that thread.
Percolating.
But maybe then again, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe girls would be like overly like, because it's not talking to a dude. Maybe two girls would be like immediately like, nothing, just like broke up with my ex, and so like he's a dick, and like so I just moved out into this new city, and like I'm going to school and blah blah blah, blah. And like I could also see it being that way too, like them just like
It might be way easier.
laying their heart on the line for this match. Also, how do you match on Bumble BFF? Because it's like, are you going off looks at that point?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not like looking at them being like,
Is it your same profile description for BFF and the regular dating app?
Yeah. I guess it could be similar, but it's definitely not the same pictures. But maybe they are. I mean, look, I only have 6 good pictures, so like any website that wants 6 pictures of me is getting those 6 pictures, But like, I just don't understand why they're as important. Like, I is another dude like looking at my pictures, being like, "Is this dude handsome enough to
Can
be my
I see
friend?"
myself hanging out with this guy?
I guess it could be a thing, because it's like, if you're a single dude and you're like, you know what, I'm a single dude, but I'm also a cool, hot single guy who, for some odd reason, has downloaded Bumble BFF. But I need to make sure that the dude that I meet on this app
It's hot too.
is hot and cool and also just happens to have for some reason downloaded this app and doesn't need it. Like, I hope he's also on this ironically. So I'm gonna be able to tell from his pictures if he's hot and cool. Like, could I see us going out in the town, chilling, you know, doing cool stuff? Like, I remember thinking about that with when I was looking for like roommates before I moved in with my brother. Just being like, does this dude look like somebody who's gonna be like super annoying if I have friends over?
Yeah.
Like, does he look like he can party? You can tell if somebody can party, you know? And generally it's because if they have 6 pictures of up, at least one of them is going to be them doing something in the realm of partying. It doesn't have to be them doing a fucking keg stand at the University of Alabama tailgate, but it could be something as simple as them just like in a picture with their friends with like a beer in the background. You're like, this guy is in the proximity of parties, you know? When you see a guy with like a picture of him at like the peak of a mountain and the next one has like a picture of him with his dog, you're like, is this guy going to complain about my TV being too loud? Probably. It's going to fuck with his inner peace on some level, you know? I don't need that in my fucking life, dude. This guy is not my BFF. I'm looking for best friends forever. Forever.
On Bumble.
I'm not on Bumble BF. Bumble boyfriend. Temporary guy. I'll look into it. I'll see what the playing field looks like for dudes, and I'll get back to you girls about it. I'll test the waters for women. This guy's a fucking loser.
Yeah, what'd you get into?
Besides all of that crazy stuff, just a myriad of playing and being
Dude,
awake.
fucking the horse looked lit the other night.
Oh, the horse was lit. The horse was lit. They did something cool this time around, which was they closed half the bar, like the back side of the bar.
Ooh.
So everyone that was there was forced to be on the one side, which
By the
made it
band.
look packed. And that was such a smart move because it's not like the place, because it's so like sectioned off kind of, there could be a lot of people there, but if everybody's spread out among every room, it never really looks like popping.
Yeah.
It just looks like there's people there. It looks alive, but it doesn't look popping. But if you combine both sides of the room into one side, you've doubled the population of that room. And now it looks more poppin', which then brings in more people. You have raised the population density of your bar so that passersby on the street then go, dude, this bar is popping. They don't pay attention to the blacked out other side of the bar.
Yeah.
All they see is this one side of the bar that looks fucking lit. So they walk in and all of a sudden you've manifested a poppin' Labor Day Eve. And that's what happened last night. The horse manifested an excellent Labor Day Eve. And I gotta be honest, we were starting to think about maybe not even really wanting to do holiday nights anymore because St. Patty's Day wasn't all that great. Memorial Day wasn't great. We didn't do July 4th, but I can't imagine that was probably too great because everybody was at the beach. So like we agreed to do Labor Day a long time ago, but I was kind of dreading it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man, like they always treat it like a Friday, but it never winds up being quite as big as a Friday. For some reason, even though it's a 3-day weekend, it's like the Sunday nights before off Monday are always still hit or miss. It was a hit. It was a hit. But yeah, it was just like I played every day, and it was just like a jumble of like playing and then being alive. Otherwise, it's one of those. It was one of those weekends where like it's like I feel like I hold my breath and go underwater, and then pop out on Monday, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? You know?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. The grizzine. That's probably what led to my fucking mental breakdown today. But I'll lay off the coffee tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I was just chilling. And I went to a couple, events. But nothing too crazy.
It's nice to have, I wish I could have gone to some of the events. I think maybe your brother brought up maybe hitting the state fair next Sunday, this coming Sunday on the 11th,
Interesting.
September 11th.
That might be a move. What about you? Still want to go to the Renaissance Festival?
Yes,
though,
I
right?
definitely want to do that. We're looking at October 2nd for that.
Okay.
Sunday, October 2nd. Are you going to Lucas Lee's wedding?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I know of, so probably not.
Okay, I think it's literally just me and Henry.
Okay. I mean, I'm not,
No,
mad
it makes
about that.
sense. It doesn't make sense. I mean, he did say, he was like, oh, I hope nobody's pissed off, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I don't think so. We're not chicks. We don't care about that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how many of my close friends didn't invite me to their wedding? All of them so far, except for Dan and Marissa. Nobody wants me at their fucking wedding.
Yeah.
As much fun as I feel like, it would be for me to be at your wedding. Guess not. David. John. And you know what? I don't care. I don't even care. And I'll probably still invite. I'm going to invite every single person that didn't invite me to their wedding to my wedding. My wedding is going to be none of the people that should be invited, all people that shouldn't be invited. And they have to sit there and enjoy a delicious meal. Open bar. Lively entertainment. Clowns. Juggling. Bands. Playing. Fire breathers. Sword swallowers. A marching band. Also as well as the non-marching band. The stationary band.
The secondary.
And they're going to sit there all at tables with one another. And they're going to be like, were you close with Jimmy? And I don't know, like, kind of, but like, I don't know. We haven't really talked since high school. We're like, dude, yeah, we rode the bus together in middle school, but like, I don't know. I didn't really think we were that close. I don't quite get it either. And they're going to be sitting there and be like, wow, what is the common denominator here? Oh, none of us invited Jimmy to our wedding, and now he's making us feel guilty. What will make me happy on my wedding day is to see the look in their eyes when they all sit there and go, wow, we should invite him into our wedding. So you're not going.
Yeah. None of your close friends are allowed to go.
I'm surprised nobody's done that. Like, somebody on planet Earth has to have had the thought, I'm going to, as a prank, ask somebody that, like, it would be weird if you asked a random guy because they'd obviously know it was a prank. Mm-hmm. But, like, how funny would it be? And, like, actually go through with it. Mm-hmm. To make somebody who you were, like, very, very, very like one of your old coworkers. Like some dude that you worked with in like your first job in high school. He was like working the counter with you at like a Qdoba. Yeah. And you just reach out to him, like, dude, I'd like you to be my best man. And then, of course, he's gonna be because he would be like, well, it's like, because he knows you. His thought would be like, wow, I didn't realize how not social Jimmy was. That he considers me his closest friend. Yeah. We worked together for 3 months at Seasons Pizza.
He hasn't tried to hit me up once.
I guess, I don't know. I didn't realize. And then they actually have to go through with it. And they have to like plan your bachelor party and like, get like a suit. I've got to believe somebody's done that.
Oh yeah. I'm sure there's got to be like best men for hire. That's got to be a thing.
Best men for hire, yes. But do you think somebody's done like as a joke?
Maybe not so elaborate like that. Because also like weddings are like super expensive. So I feel like people are just really trying to get the most bang for their buck and not really go in for a bit as their, wedding.
Yeah. That is the one time in life when I think laughs over ass does not apply. Mm-hmm. I think when it comes to me,
because that affects ass for the rest of your life too.
Like me asking,
is your wife like in on it or like your fiance? I guess.
Well, how does she know? Like maybe I could just be like, yeah, he's one of my closer friends.
Yeah, but they're gonna talk.
And what's he gonna say? I don't fucking like your husband. Like in that situation, he's gonna have
8 years.
If somebody did that to me, I would be forced to act like, yeah, like you're not gonna be like, dude, honestly, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know why. No, I'm saying no. Like you would have to, because you'd feel bad for them. You'd be like,
Yeah.
no, like I really like him. He's a good guy. I'm happy he asked me. Like you'd have to play along, you know? But, you know, like if I just went and asked like Dean Wilhelmi. Do you remember Dean Wilhelmi from high school?
Mm-hmm.
We sat next to each other in like language arts,
Yeah.
you know?
You just asked him to be your best man.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd probably say yes.
He'd probably say yes.
Yeah.
He'd probably say yes because Dean's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not my best guy, but he doesn't know that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he'd go along with it.
I think Dean would go along with it. So anyway, that's going to be my wedding. It's going to be people that didn't invite me to their wedding, and then my groom's party is going to be just dudes that I kind of know.
Yeah.
Just dudes that I kind
Yeah,
of
they
know.
sat next to you at lunch or like...
For like 1 year, sophomore
Yeah.
year, sea lunch, sat next to me. But even though we sat at the same table, like they were on that one half of the table that was like, they were technically our table, but they weren't like our table.
Yeah.
Like it's like there was like this side of the table with like our 5 friends, and then every now and then a conversation would cross over, but usually not.
No.
Usually not. Best man. Maid of honor. That's a plan, baby.
Hell yeah.
We can wrap this. I got to drink an entire gallon of water
Yeah,
right
dude,
now.
it's
I've
all
never been
good.
this dehydrated in my entire life. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we'll get you some water
I
ASAP.
need an IV of some sort. But before that, before I nurse myself back to health,
Yeah, throw out your gigs.
throw out all this stuff covering up my 17 items on my calendar here. Guys, gigs. Coming up this week, every Tuesday at Perennial in Towson. That includes this Tuesday, September 6th, 5 to 8:30. It excludes next Tuesday, September 13th, because I'll be at the beach. And I got to be honest, I've been getting really into fall and Halloween shit. I've been watching horror movies. I refuse to allow myself to go all the way off the diving board with fall mode until this beach trip is out, because nobody wants to be in Halloween mode and then suddenly have a week at the beach. It would throw off my whole equilibrium. Like I can't get into Halloween mode until my summer mode is over. So I've been really struggling with that because I'm so ready for fall. I'm like, I'm kind of sad at how ready for fall I am. I feel like I'm not giving summer its due, but I'm just over it. I'm over summer.
Yeah, I'm over the heat.
I'm ready for spooky shit. I'm ready to decorate my apartment. Halloween is the only holiday I actually do go literally gay for. Like I really get into it. Not gay in like the insult way, but like gay in like the really, I get like really decorative and stuff. Wednesday. This is my last Wednesday at the Horse, guys. This is momentous. You ever seen the movie Memento? Completely unrelated. I am at the Horse this Wednesday with Jason Heiser, September 7th, 9:30 to close for the last time in the foreseeable future. Don't worry, we will still be there as the band, formerly and currently and futurely known as Sophomore, like once a month or whatever, on Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
This Friday, September 9th, I will be at the world famous, for some reason, Jimmy's Seafood for the first time ever. Jimmy's Seafood, of course, knowing for poning PETA with a crab billboard and having the most followers of any social media account for a restaurant in Baltimore that I found.
Oh, definitely.
Yet still not winning the Baltimore Bar Classic. We'll see if that changes. This could be a major wrench in the operation because now that I'm establishing a business relationship with them, they are liable to participate next year.
Yeah.
If they're going to start
It
sharing...
might blow it out of the water.
It could blow it out of the water. And look, you know I'm always looking to mix stuff up. Keeping it fresh. That'll be Friday, September 9th at Jimmy's Seafood, 6 to 9. And making a little trip down south to the DC Metro. If you are rich, famous, a politician, someone with weird, deep connections, or just a suburbanite in Gaithersburg, I will be at the Kentlands at Vine Alley. That's right, Vine Alley. 6:30 to 8:30, a short 2-hour gig. Grab yourself a glass of wine. Sit on a chair, maybe, and listen to some wine music, you know? Maybe I'll do that song by Natalie Imbruglia. Nothing's right, I'm told. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. That's like wine music, you know?
That's wine music.
That's wine music. You know, that's white wine, you know? Not to be confused with red wine music. Red, red wine. Stay close to me. I'll probably do that too.
Might have to mix it in there, yeah.
I might have to. I mean, there's only so many songs about wine. I mean, I got 2 hours. I can make it work. So yeah, that's in the near future. Look out, September 11th on Sunday. Never forget. I know we talked a lot about it, some jokingly, some seriously, but it's a real holiday, Patriot Day. It's a big day in American history. So make sure you shed a thought for
Yeah.
You
This,
know?
that, and the third.
This, that, and the third. Just remember it, Anyway, yeah. At Jimmy Selesky, we still got that single coming out, I promise. In Motion. At Sophomore MD across the board. At Eric Glazer.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations to another, what was it, the 5th or 6th annual Baltimore Comedy Festival.
Congrats to the 6th annual Baltimore Comedy Festival. I think it wrapped up tonight. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully everyone else did too. See you guys next year.
Yeah. See you next year. But
And
in
see you
this
next
case,
week.
we'll see you next week at LFTS Podcast on everything. Peace.
Peace.